This tutorial gives a general overview of how to use the AMS. We would suggest using the AMS in either Google Chrome or Firefox. You'll need to first register for an account using the Create Account button on the login page. And once you've logged in, you'll be directed to the home screen. Here you'll see the information you included when registering. A couple of pointers on the home page. Firstly, if you wish to zoom in or out, just hold the Control key and press plus to zoom in or minus to zoom out. Secondly, you'll find your credit balance over here. Thirdly, you can access saved searches by clicking on the Searches button. To open a saved search, click on the relevant Select button for the saved search you wish to open. You will also be able to page through saved searches by clicking on this drop-down list. You will notice that searches are sorted from most recent to oldest. Finally, to get back to the home page from any location, just click on the AfriSeek logo on the top left. Now, an important point to take into account when starting a search is to give some thought as to whether you are wanting to target people or companies. If wanting company information, then you must not filter by designation, as designation data is linked to a person within a company, and company records do not have contact details of people. Now, for the purposes of this tutorial, we will assume that we're looking to target sales, marketing, and C-level executives in advertising, branding, and marketing companies in Gauteng and the Western Cape. The starting point for any search once you've selected the Create Search button is to select the relevant areas. You can expand the provinces into broad areas by clicking the plus button to the left of the relevant province. Expanding provinces will show you the available broad areas. You can select multiple provinces or broad areas by holding in the Control key and making your selections. If you select a province, then all areas in this province will be included. You are able to select combinations of province and broad area. Now back to the tutorial example, we'll just select Gauteng and the Western Cape. Always be sure to click the Confirm Selection button, otherwise any selections or filters applied will be lost. Once your areas are selected, you will then see the full filter grid which lists all the fields you can filter on. You will notice the current record count now also displays next to the filter grid. This number is the total number of rows of data that are available based on your current applied filters. The next part of this tutorial is to filter based on business classifications, and given that we're wanting to target quite a specific group of companies, we're going to use a keyword search. To explain how this filter window works, you will see that there are 4 windows. The first window is used if you have quite broad criteria, such as looking for hospitality or retail companies. The second window, called the Search window, allows you to search for the results of any of your current applied filters. The third window is a Selection window, and this will allow you to select any records that are shown in the Search window to the left. The fourth and final window is the Criteria window, and this allows you to apply a variety of keyword filters to isolate specific types of companies. And for this tutorial, this is where we apply the keywords marketing, advertising, and brand. So any businesses containing these keywords in the specific business classification will show. If you click Search on the second window, you will see a full list of business classifications included based on the keywords you've selected. Take note that to the left of each classification is a number shown in brackets. This is a count of how many rows of data match your criteria, and results are shown in descending order. Be sure to select the Confirm Selection button once you are finished with the business classification filters. The next step is to select designations. This screen works in the same way as the classification filter page. For this tutorial, we were looking at sales, marketing, MDs and CEOs, and other directors and partners. Hold in the Control key while making your selections, and if you select Search above the Search window, you can see a list of all the designations included in your filter. Once you're happy with your selections, you can then preview your data by clicking on the Preview Data button. At this point, you can still click back and make changes to your filters if required. However, if happy, save your search. No credits are used or deducted for creating a search. Once the search is saved, you'll be directed to the Search Results window. A couple of points to note on this page. Firstly, there are 100 records shown per page. You can scroll to additional pages by clicking on the page list and selecting another page. Secondly, people are grouped together by company name. This allows you to cherry pick the specific people you're looking for within the same company. Thirdly, we do not provide any contactable information on this page, such as telephone, fax, email, or company name. This is for security reasons. Once you've bought a record, the details will show. You'll notice that each record has either an unpurchased or purchased status. There are a few ways you can start buying records. You can either buy records one by one. Just click the Buy button next to the record you want, and you'll be redirected to the View Record page. Alternatively, you can select multiple records by ticking the selection box of those records you want, and then choosing your purchase type of either full profile, which is 7 credits per person specific record, and includes the email address, or part profile records, which will exclude the person's email address but include all their other contact details. You can click the Calculate button to work out how many credits you will use based on your selections, and then click the Purchase Selected button to confirm your purchase. The details for those records you have purchased will then show. Alternatively, you can click the Bulk Purchase button to purchase a randomized quantity of records. Once again, you specify the purchase type, such as full or part profile. To download all your owned records within a search, you can click the Download Owned Records button, which will automatically extract all records owned to an XLS sheet. You can keep track of how many records you own by looking at this count. The number to the left is how many records you currently own, and the number to the right is how many records there are in total for the search.